So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 12 of our Spurs career mode on the PS4 FIFA 15. I'm going to be kicking off this episode with a game against Leicester at the King Power Stadium. What a lovely stadium it is as well. So lovely stadium to kick off this episode, and we were hoping to come out on top against a side that have recently only just been promoted into the Barclays Premier League, but I believe we have got a good enough squad to go ahead and pick up the 3 points against them. But the first chance of the game did actually fall to them. They're running down the wing through knockout. They play the ball inside to Myers, and then Myers, and his first touch pretty much of the ball in the first 15 minutes he puts into the back of net. Lovely finish past Hugo Lloris, and unfortunately we found ourselves 1-0 down, and we found ourselves with a lot to do and a mountain to climb just to get back on level terms, and especially as Leicester were now going to camp at the back to try and maintain their 1-0 lead, and hopefully, or they were hoping that they could try and sit on the lead. But in the 62nd minute, we do get a good chance with Andros Townsend running down the wing. He cuts inside past Wes Morgan, and thankfully he finishes the ball past the absolute legendary Kasper Schmeichel. And not even he could keep that one out. A lovely goal there from Townsend as he scores a very good goal and gets ourselves back on level terms at the King Power Stadium. So the score was now Leicester 1, Tottenham 1, and we were hoping now that we could try and turn on the gas and to hopefully try and pick up that crucial second goal, which would in fact pretty much secure us the 3 points. So a very good finish there from Townsend as he curls the ball round, and pretty much straight after Townsend runs down the wing, no one can stop him, cuts inside past Konchesky, and he gets clearly taken down, and the referee points the penalty spot. So Soldado was going to get the chance to put ourselves 2-1 up against Leicester. Of course, Soldado is not going to miss from the penalty spot. Tottenham's number 9, the former Valencia man, scores a very good penalty as he puts the ball past the Leicester goalkeeper Kasper Schmeichel into back of net and puts the scoreline at Leicester 1, Tottenham 2. So we now find ourselves in front, and we can now relax a little bit and maybe try and get that second goal, just to put a little bit of breathing space between the two clubs. But we were playing very well in this game, especially in the second half, and we did deserve the 3 points. And as you see, the Leicester were going all out to try and get their lead back, but Medici plays the ball over the top to Ross Barkley, and Ross Barkley puts the ball into the back of net. So that has pretty much wrapped up the game now. In the 74th minute, we thankfully managed to get ourselves a 2-goal cushion and pretty much secure the 3 points against Leicester, which I was ecstatic about, as it was a lovely ball over the top from Bentleb to Barkley, and what a fantastic finish it was from Barkley past Kasper Schmeichel as he picks up his second on the Barclays Premier League. But straight after kick-off, Ulloa kicks off with Nugent. Nugent plays the ball back to Drinkwater. Drinkwater loses out to Soldado. Soldado plays a good ball through to Ross Barkley. Ross Barkley skips past Matthew Upson, who couldn't keep out of him, and Ross Barkley puts the ball into back of net and picks up his second goal of the game. And 2 goals in very quick succession for us there, and pretty much wrapped up the game for us. And that was a 4-1 victory over Leicester for us there, with a very good result. Ross Barkley picking up 2, Soldado picking up 1, and Townsend picking up 1. So a very, very good performance from both Ross Barkley, Soldado, and Townsend, and they were the 3 men that won us the game. As you can see here, Andros Townsend picked up a 7.8 rating, a very, very good rating. The next game of this episode was going to be at White Hart Lane up against Manchester United, and if we wanted to stand any chance of leapfrogging Manchester United, we had to win this game, as we could leapfrog them into 4th place and hopefully try and push for Champions League football, which is basically our main aim at this season, to try and get into the Champions League. But actually, looking at Manchester United's squad, they had a very weakened squad out for this one. They had a squad that I really didn't understand. They had the likes of Rooney, Di Maria, and that on the bench. Falcao, in fact, was actually playing, but he actually picks up, or nearly picks up, the first goal of the game as he finished the ball. I think Hugo Lloris was beaten, but so was the post, as Falcao puts that one past the post. But in the 30-something minute, Hugo Lloris makes the save of the game. What a fantastic save it was as well. He comes outside, gets a good hand on it, and it loops up and over the crossbar. But from the corner, Lloris comes out, makes a good claim. He throws the ball out wide to Harry Kane. Harry Kane does very well to control it, plays the ball off wide to Lacazette as he plays the ball back inside to Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba sees Eriksen out wide on the wing. He plays it to him. He cuts inside with a Ronaldo chop, as you can see here. Lovely skill from him, and he tries a finesse shot past Lindegaard, but a fantastic save from him there as a full stretch save as he tips the ball out wide. And that was going to be how it finished, as Nyanga ended up hitting the crossbar from the resulting corner. A little bit disappointed there that we didn't manage to get a shot on target, but that's actually how the game finished, and we ended up drawing the game at 0-0 against Manchester United. So it wasn't the worst case scenario in the world. It was a pretty good game, and as you can see here from the squad report, we have certainly found an absolute monster. Civello. He looks an absolute animal. 59 rated, up to 71, and can go up to a potential of 94. But the next game and final game in this episode was going to be against Chelsea, and it was going to be a very difficult game because, as you can see from the table, Chelsea were currently sitting top of the table. They were 11 points clear from second place, so Chelsea were running away with the league, and we had to try and do our very best to try and even get a result against them. But the first chance of the game, unsurprisingly, comes to them. Fabregas plays the ball to Ramirez. Hugo Lloris matches it with a delightful save, as Hugo Lloris is an absolutely world-class goalkeeper, and I'm hoping we can try and keep him at the club. But they do take the short corner to Fabregas. Fabregas plays the ball to John Terry. John Terry back to Fabregas. William plays the ball inside to Shirley, and he puts the ball just whiskers wide of the post. Hugo Lloris was beaten, but so was the post. But we do get a good chance here in the 27th minute. Eric Lamela cuts inside, plays the ball across to Ross Barkley, and Soldado tries the fantastic overhead kick, but Courtois matches it with a very good save. But in the 70th minute, we do get a good chance to wrap up the game. Fabregas goes through, but once again, Hugo Lloris matches it with a very good save as he pushed the ball out wide for a corner. And in the 90th minute, they do come very close. Oscar plays the ball to Fabregas. Fabregas shoots, but Hugo Lloris makes it another good save, and that's actually how the game finished. And that's pretty much going to be how the game episode finishes. But we do get a few transfer offers as we're now in January. We get a transfer for Hugo Lloris, unsurprisingly, from Real Madrid, and one from PSG. We both say no, unless you give us 80 million, which they're not going to do, which is more than double his valuation. Then we're not going to let him go. Real Madrid come back and say they'll give us 61. I was tempted to accept that, but then I said no, 80 or nothing. And then we get an email back, which I couldn't believe, but we get an email back from Jan Batong, and they had wanted to offer him a contract at AC Milan. But PSG has decided to match 80.5 million for Hugo Lloris. So Hugo Lloris will be leaving the club, and what a fantastic deal we have got there. 80.5 million. But that's actually going to be it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below. Thank you. Bye-bye.